Okay, so I'm just recording this video. It's based off of a Tumblr post I made, or like a reply to a post. Yeah, something on, it's a post on Tumblr initially. Just someone making some batshit insane post about the situation and government in Afghanistan. Everything they say is incorrect, complete lunacy. So I just wanted to reply basically. Okay, here it is. I would link you in the description, the original reply of mine. Girls are banned from schools and universities. Good. School is state-sanctioned slavery, and college is just a massive waste of time. Years of one's life in and out of the institution, and money. Girls certainly have it better than boys there, quite unfair if anything. Not having to work something like 8 hours a day, completely non-productive work, for absolutely no reason. They get to stay at home all day doing whatever they want, or get to go out with their parents when the time arrives. Perhaps I have to do some chores here and there, but so do boys, just at different hours of the days. And kids often help around the house in every country. This is no exception. Women are forced into full-body coverings and locked in their homes. Neither is true whatsoever. You don't need to wear the headscarf when out and about on Afghan streets, no matter the city. You see this more frequently than women in Afghanistan wearing the full niqab or burqa. If you actually went outside at any time in present-day Afghanistan, you'd see dozens to hundreds of women in a few minutes of walking wearing whatever they wanted, as long as it was, at least, relatively modest, and she had a headscarf on. While I don't agree with mandating the headscarf, I understand that the Taliban have had the right to their country. And this very concept in reality is known as pluralism. Different laws for different folks. Those who think differently. Just like club rules. Anyway, women and girls aren't locked in their homes. They're out on the streets just like everyone else. And if you actually went to Afghanistan, or as you can now, search up some tourist videos on YouTube or street walking videos of Afghanistan, you know this for a fact. Child marriages, beatings, and honor killings are rampant. All these things are extremely haram, especially the first part. That doesn't mean these hard practices don't occur, of course not. But can you prove they occur more often under the Taliban after the Taliban regained control and established governance compared to the old regime? No, you cannot, and they have not. This is just blatant misinformation. So this was a good reply. It's just like these crazy posts just talk about things which don't exist and are made up, and they act like it'd be oppressive to be a woman or to be anyone in Afghanistan when the people there literally agree with the laws. They literally believe what they do. In other words, their ideology matches their everyday actions. The government of Afghanistan is literally for the people, by the people, because it is the ideology of the people put into laws and policies. What more could you possibly ask for? Anyway, so the other part of this video is me replying to this complete asshole. So anyway, don't mind what this is about. Maybe I'll get to this other post some other time, but that's not for today. Anyway, so don't mind all this other stuff. You can read it if you want, but it's, you know, he's like, that's the post it was under, but anyway. It's wild that you can make this comment and then immediately turn around and make a post about how the Taliban aren't so bad guys. Really? I ask you how the boot tastes, but given that it's already firmly in your mouth, I doubt you could give me a coherent answer anyway. And so then I reply to the faggot by saying, but unlike you, however, I can give you a coherent answer. I'll give you an answer to your question even though you refuse to give me an answer to mine. Because I'm just the bigger man, it appears. How does the boot taste? Would you ask this question to someone defending China from weirdos with their xenophobia? Would you ask this same question to people who are against the bombing of North Korea? What is even your point anyway? That nobody can defend a government's actions against internet weirdos who are unfairly criticizing and misrepresenting it? If someone claims it's illegal to drink water in Cleveland, Ohio, is it wrong for someone to correct them and call them a fucking idiot? Also, I never said the Taliban aren't so bad. They're not bad. Period. They're arguably one of the last governments alive, and the newest government of all that exists across the globe, which are actually representative of the views of the people, have policies that reflect perception. And of course, as you guessed it, being, you know, pro-pluralism and pro-panarchy and all that, that's exactly why I support Afghanistan and the Taliban, so no surprise there. Anyway, that's it. That's all I really had to make. That's all I wanted to say. So yeah, it's all good.